Welcome everyone to an arena video. This is Andrea Mengucci. This video is sponsored to you by channelfarball.com and Ultimate God. Alright, let's go. Alright guys. Every match matters. No feeling story correct. Yeah, I saw a bunch of lists with that. What's up with the Field of the Dead in Temur Reclamation? What's the point? Hello, Sidetrack and Seraph. Okay, stomping around. Yeah, you know, guys, I'm starting to believe that Seraph and Sidetrack are the same person. Because you always come together. Are you guys the same person? Is it a free roll? Is it? You already have Blast Zone, and you'd need like double blue, double red to cast Explosion. And when you're bringing 4 disputes, you need a lot of blue. Alright, this is mirror match. Yeah, early Mengu. Early Mengu, yes. I think I'm holding all this Catcher Triome. I think the colorless land that comes to play tapped, like thinking them as a free roll, it just can never be real, because I mean they're coming to play tapped and they're colorless. Like eventually they will hurt you. Plus, like you have to play like a bunch of top lands. Yeah, opponent must be playing the Field of the Dead version because they have a bunch of gain land. And he's not hurting them at all here. It's not hurting them at all here. Which is definitely nice for them. But the question is... Alright, here I'm going for the Sharky. Sharky. But the question is... No, vabbè! No, vabbè, non ci credo. No, vabbè, non ci credo. No, dai, stamattina. Is this the first actual interaction of the day? Is my opponent stifling my Fable Passage? This just can't be real. It just can't be real. Like, first play of the day, like, I wake up, and first play of the day, my opponent stifles my fetch. That's it. That's the literally first play of the day. I mean, not that it matters too much. Maybe I don't even mind to trade a land for a card in hand, but it's just awkward, you know. Stifle. You don't know about Stifle? You don't know about Stifle, Auckland Johnson? I guess there's not everybody plays Magic forever. Alright, Golos. Sure. Yeah, we're waiting for the thing. I can even just cast Shark Typhoon. How about that play? How about that play? It's probably bad, right? I'm playing. Yeah, it's probably bad. Just play land and pass the turn. Hello. Good morning. Okay, let's play a 5/5. Magma Quake doesn't deal damage to players, not like the Heartquake. Alright, when I play Ramp is out of control. When I play Moxus, Goblins are out of control. Like, is someone allowed? Is someone allowed to just play match? Doesn't Temur Rec make you feel dirty? In Historic? I mean, it might. Field of the Dead is also very good. Alright, they have 2 cards in it. Wow, they shocked? No. Or maybe they just cracked this Memoir of the Genius. Hello, that was streaming. I'm not having that much fun. My opponent just stifled my fetch on turn 2. But other than that, it's okay. Okay, you had a good explosion. So maybe they have like a Golos Mischiaticcio they have. Remember, Magma Quake doesn't do damage to flyers. Drawing a card here. It's too late. I was supposed to draw a card? I don't know. No Muxus today. I change deck almost every day, Demon's Lair. I change deck almost every day. I don't think that streaming the same deck it's very nice as a streamer. So I try to maybe just play like once, twice, maybe like 3 times top a single deck. And if I find a best deck in the format, I just play a different format. Thus far, Historic seems quite diverse. Very, very needing to explore it. How was it, J-Samt? Right. So here... Panginon. Very clean editing. So the thing with the editing, J-Samt, and why I don't understand how is it possible that it was a mistake last time, is that I just record it on OBS and then put it on Dropbox, and the editor just put it on YouTube. So that's why I was surprised to see there was mistakes, you know, last time. It could have been it was on my part, the mistakes. Although I checked this time, it wasn't any mistake. Hola, what's that? GG Guards. Thank you for the raid. Welcome everyone. Or just starting the day with a mirror match. What best ways of starting the day, right? They have no flyers. Let's drop the rack here. Like the thing is that I didn't even do anything to fix it. Yeah, I mean that's actually what I did, but yeah. Alright, so I'll be attacking for 1, right? Doesn't do that much. So attack for 1. Remember that Magma Quake doesn't deal damage to flyers. So I will actually be able next turn to... Alright, here I'm just drawing a card. And I think I'll play a top lane, right? Because I need to just say... Yeah, I need only 8 mana. I think I have 8 mana already, so I only need 6 mana here. Yeah, it really sucks to hear negative feedback, because that video was like, I made, I went 5-0 with a new deck that I brewed, so it was like a very cool video, and it was like really, like, it just felt like a problem, you know, that the mistake was, I think I just have to do this now, because if I put it on taps, I might just lose the game if they have an interaction. Not that I'm winning anyway, but they might just begin the turn by attacking, and then it's a problem. The first gelato loving, exactly. Alright, Mega Quake is clearing, but basically it's doing nothing because my opponent got all the zombies for free, so... Yeah, there's definitely a strength outfield of it there. Like, the sweepers are awful in this matchup. Yeah, exactly. But it's fine, from now on I'll be trying to do better with the thing. Okay, anyway, my opponent's passing here, and I have outs here, Actually, I have many outs. Here. Greater's Fool. Yeah, I mean, as long as this resolves, I'm okay. I don't know what they have in end mode. They could easily have 5 lands. I mean, if they have a... But I mean, I'm just playing. I'm just casting my card here. I will say on Saturday morning. Hello. Thank you, GG Guards. Yeah, those explorers are awkward because you can't cast them end of turn with the Wildness Wreck. You can cast that though. Alright, so I'm going to end step here. I'm on 14, so I don't die. Resolve. And I'm casting a I guess let me cycle first. And then I don't need to cast Draw Spiral, I'll just pass the turn now. Let's see what they do, because they haven't done anything. I guess they have a Cast of Venturers and the Memorial to Genius. Is everyone now on Temur Rec with fought to? Kikoyoni. I just hate all these people coming in from nowhere saying, is everyone on? And they say something. I'm not on that, and I've never played with that deck, and I've never seen anybody playing it, so I just, you know, I'm tired of that behavior on every single streaming on Twitch. Because making the work of a streamer boring, it's like going on a show and being like, hey, you, I don't know, showmaker, you're boring. And that's just, I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Ura goes on the top of the deck, take the action. My opponent has 6 cards in end, 5 cards in greater, so I'll be able to Ura again, but of course, like, racing the zombies is very hard. Shark Typhoon. I probably actually don't even need to make that large of a shark. Or maybe I do, because I need to attack here. I'll be doing what? I'll be doing 4, x equal 4. Although I have to tap this blast zone. Because if you don't tap manually the blast zone, they never tap your blast zone. No, I think it's different at on Hammer, right? It's very different. Okay, I take what? 6. Alright, we're still not dying, but it's pretty funny that I'm just losing 2 lands here. My opponent really haven't done anything in this game. They like exploded me for 3 and that's it. Decklist go live for the PT on Saturday. Just when the tournament starts. When the tournament starts, decklist will be live. If you want to check interesting deck lists, there's deck lists from Andre Strasky, Canister, and other people that already posted their deck list. I'll be waiting on Saturday morning. I think it doesn't matter at all, and it just give other people incentives to practice against you. I am a bit early, yeah. Today someone called my mom like at 7:30 in the morning, so like I rang very loudly and I just woke up, which is fine. All right, so I'll bring in the interaction. I don't really think I want the Magma Quake this matchup. If they have Field of the Dead, whatever. I mean, I guess I should keep maybe some. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I should keep some, but I won't. I won't. I just submit this. Maybe actually Sublime Epiphany is back, because they for sure have a dispute as well. Alright, let's just minus 1 Magma Quake. If I draw it, I'll be happy. Exclamation mark deck, you see all my decks. Or Twitter or Instagram under Mengu09. Keith this 2 days ago was good, yeah. Right now, Kithis is my favorite deck to play. It's very fun, very hard, and it's very rewarding. Winning with Kithis is very rewarding. Winning with Goblins is not rewarding. I'm not saying the Goblin's bad, I'm just saying that it's very much plays on its own. Like, once you understand that in some matchups, it's all about Goblin Ringleader and such, it could be, yeah, the Field of the Dead is great. In this matchup, for sure. In this matchup, this matchup is like as free as it can get, and yeah, definitely amazing. All right, here I'm shocking for sure because if they play Explore, I want to expansion it. How's stream going? I just started. Oh, maybe I'm just shocking too much aggressively because like same way you play in Standard, whereas now with Field of the Dead, you should play this differently. Who knows? Alright, let's watch out. My opponent has played Tail's End on my fetch in game 1. So let's watch out for that, alright? Hello, Idar. I think that list is better in the mirror match, but it's worst against the aggro decks. Just depends on where you want to be with your metagaming. Alright, here, I think I'm just keep on shocking myself and slamming Reclamation with Dispute backup. If they have 2 counter magic, that's fine. I could have, like, negate Dispute, and that's okay with me. If it happens, it happens. I have Ether Gust to counter their own Rec. Alright, that's great. Reclamation of Fate. Nexus of Fate is banned in Historic Shinamura. E dai, va bene, questa è vinta. This game is over. So like I'll tell you this. This is very important to understand as a Magic player. When you play against someone, you don't see when a card is bad. You only see when a card is good. All right, which means that we don't know if my opponent's Field of the Dead has been good or it's been bad for them this game, right? Because it's hidden. Like, you don't know if their mana curve was screwed or if I have something on turn 3 and they had to play a top land. Aspetta un attimo che I have to burn them now. Allora, 4, 8, 12, quanto cazzo di mana c'ho? 6. Let me just do QQ twice. Actually, Actually, I think I have so much counters in my deck that I just shouldn't QQ twice. This is X equal 5. Yeah, I think I'll draw their X equal 5 here. So like this is a hidden information if Rec was good or not. Because sorry, if Fiddle Dead was good or not. Because game 1 was clearly good. We saw it. You know, we saw it. It was just face up. Whereas this game, we didn't see it because my opponent maybe didn't get there. And what happened was that they only play a top land and pass the turn. So it's important that you understand card evaluation when looking up at the opponent cards, for cards like this. Because cards like this always feel like they're broken. But there's some spots where they're actually losing you the game. I hope you guys understood what I'm saying, because I'm also trying to play well in the meanwhile. Isn't it lame to put Silicato art? That's a free way for people to monetize. If you don't agree, you just don't do it. So it's just kind of saying like, is it lame for, I don't know, anyone to ask money for... Is it lame for artists to ask money for their signature or stuff like that? It's just... If you don't want to, don't do it. I don't know. What can I tell you? My stream VODs are open. Like, I don't charge for stream VODs, but mostly because streaming isn't my only source of income. Whereas for many streamers, that is their only source of income. So it is good that they try to monetize it. Allora, chat. I just have to understand how to work here. I think it's just top land. But the question is, do I want to try and kill them? Because they die here to my expansion, but I don't think so. I think I'll just pass the turn here. Yeah, that too, Nike. Alright, that's great. Burn the Tear. This card is from Jumpstart. Jumpstart is a set that Wizards released to help people learn how to play Magic. And on top of that, put it on Historic. It's a set that would have been probably ignored by most Magic player, but instead, since they put it on Historic, everybody knows what's in this format. Thank you, Dragon Jones. Oh, thank you, Dr. Golad, for giving us up to Dragon Jones. Alright. Yeah, this game was alright. I mean, my opponent probably doesn't have enough interaction, or maybe they didn't enjoy enough interaction, and you just have the combo. Like, as I said, Field of the Dash, sure, blah blah blah, but the main way you wins is the combo, in fact. Yeah, Ixia Doom. The reason why I am streaming, for example, is because Wizards of the Coast with the Magic Pro League incentivized the streamer in the first place to stream. Last year you had a lot of good streamers streaming, and it was because Wizards of the Coast was paying us. And then I kept on doing because I enjoyed after discovering it, and so on. So now I'm not sponsored by anybody, but still streaming because I definitely discovered something that I didn't know I would have enjoyed. So that's I guess that's the reason why most of I mean, at least me, that's not. Alright, here I'm just fetching. My opponent played Tails End against me earlier. I don't want to get Tails Ended again. No, this year the Nike, oh, it's just like back in the days. You only get paid by your sponsor Channel Fireball, and that is it. And that's fine. I mean, that's what Magic has always been. It's just the last year kind of got us excited that Magic was like, I don't know, like a major sport where you gain a lot of money by doing it, and now it's just basically what it was, and it's okay. I really. Alright, so we play Spectral Sailor here. Main. Aspetta, no, aspetta, Stamboni. Let's go to end step. Yeah, why do I have to do the main phase? Because that could go Ethergast on my wreck. Alright, the good old QQ. Sì, però un attimino, no, non facciamo QQ. Spectral Sailor first. Resolve. Alright. Resolve. I untouple my land here. And then I draw a card with Sailor. Yeah, the Tantamemor. I kept the same hand in game 1. 6 lands Explorer. Yeah, I mean, this is like when I wrote my deep dive for Bant, and I had an opening hand of 6 land. This is a very bad timing to gust a Reclamation. Oh yeah, put it on top. And I had 6 land Uro, which is like easy keep, but lots of people assumed they had Plaligan because of the rules. Spectral Sailor is important as a one-of, yeah. I think I am disputing this. Or maybe. Huh. Maybe I'm gusting this. I'm not sure gusting this. They put it on the bottom. I like it. When Gust puts a card on the bottom, I think you have to put a Gust on in the spots where you can put it on the bottom. Yeah, I can't attack here. This is the Shark Typhoon. It's annoying. Most lists don't play Shark Typhoon for some reason, but whatever. If you want to Tails End this Fable Passage, I'll let him do it. Right, so now I'll pay 4, play Reclamation, put a stop in end step. If they go Dispute, I'll go Dispute. I can negate, I'll go Dispute. Which is the reason why, if you remember, chat, I played Gust on the Gert Spiral and not Dispute. Had I played Dispute on this Gert Spiral here, end of turn, I would have been able to Gust the negate. Always think about what your opponent's next play could be. Alright, anyway, I'm drawing a card with Sailor here. Bene, cazzo, bene. And this is the reason why I play 4 Dispute in most decks. Like I've seen some lists playing 3 Dispute in Standard Band, and that's just mind blowing. Alright. Okay, this one I can attack this time. They can't have Shark Typhoon. I'll begin with Growth Spiral. Let's always put a stop in answer. I'll crackle these fetchies. I believe I have targets, right? Let's check with one and then I'll crack the other. I think I have like 2 left. Yeah. I boarded out Uros, so graveyard doesn't matter anymore. I didn't scry, so it doesn't matter that either. Va bene, let's just go to end step, shall we? I mean, I could crack this now to draw and explore. Why not, right? Okay, let's untap my lands. And you could easily say the Spectral Sailor won me the game. Alright, I'll Tails Ending. Ah, Kamadoska. This is a funny play. Alright, I guess I'll negate it. E va bene, dai, basta così. I'll say go here. I draw a card. They could have Explosion for 2, but that's fine if they have it. It's not that big of a deal. Turn to nature. I bet. Classic Reclamation. Alright, they have four lands left. You have 1 card. I'm just refilling. Just refilling very much here. I'll play Reclamation first. Good game, they say. Nice, Gatso, nice! Oof! Spectral Sailor won this game. Spectral Sailor won this game on its own. I guess Mystical Dispute also was crucial to win. And then, like, the thing who beats the most wins. Alright, opponent goes first. I keep my hand. How many lands are we playing here? 29. It's pretty funny. I have very few sources to cast Grazer on turn 1, and I just drew one of them. Field of the Dead. Okay. Che facciamo? Do I want to explode? Oh, do I want to Shark Typhoon for 1? I guess so. Do people get odds in Mengu's stream? Why play Grazer? This format is pretty aggressive. I played against a lot of mono red yesterday. Not only goblins, but also just mono red. I want to play 1 Grazer. I mean, maybe it doesn't make any sense, huh? Don't get me wrong. Alright, I'm attacking for 1. I'm passing the turn. That was for me what happened to quad 19. I pick this up, yeah. Play a sailor. Wow, I disputed my sailor. No, look at that. That was a pretty bad sequencing on my side. Alright, can you do? What can you do? I can't play Explosion for 1. Oh, you mean Grazer? Yeah, I usually didn't play Grazer. I don't know, I felt like playing 1 Grazer. So anyone have the deck list? Yeah, Exclamation Mark deck gets you the deck list. Opponent plays Dispute main. I only have them in the sideboard. Again, my experience saw that like there's a lot of aggressive decks in this format. Yeah, exactly, Rhea. Where's all the red decks from yesterday? I think I'm just gonna crack Blast Zone here. They can't replay another Wilderness Wreck. I'll live with that. End of turn, I think I'll try to explode for 2, just because I drew a second one now. Smackle Quake, of course, can be awkward sometimes. The thing is that opponent has 2 Breeding Pool, like, it's so awkward. It's so awkward you have 7 lands, you don't make tokens, I don't know. Also 2, what? Look at this! The Plumber! Ciao Zanzara, chat. The Plumber! I am... Oh no, it's not a mosquito, that's just... Thank you, the Plumber. Let's do Divination end of turn here. He starts better as Sanders at the moment? I mean, better than something is just relative. What do you think? What do you like? Do you like to play aggro decks? Then yeah, Historic is better. Do you like to play Grandy control decks? Then Standard is better. The Plumber for 7 months. Nice. 7 months is a lot of months. Thank you for the support throughout all this time. Alright, I need a green source to do what I want to do. Is Expansion Explosion better than Sphinx's Rev? Yes, definitely. Sphinx's Rev is not a very good card anymore, I think. At least, like, in our cube, it consistently underperformed. It's still in the cube, though. We haven't cut it. Uro! Olá, Uro. Como vas? Como vas, Uro? Did you please stop countering my spell? Alright, thanks. Thanks, opponent, for stop countering my spells. You have 2 cards in hand, opponent. You can't scry end of turn. And look at this. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But they have 2 Field of the Dead. Like, this is so awkward. I don't have words to explain how awkward this is. And I refuse to believe this is right. I refuse to believe this is right. I refuse to believe it. If you be like, Mengu, it's right to play Field of the Dead in the Temur Wreck. Right now, I refuse it. Maybe in some days I'll believe it. But right now, today, it's just very difficult to make me believe this. Can I please draw a Wilderness Reclamation? I would really love it. No, let's top this Blast Zone, because I plan on tapping. Aspetta un attimino, maybe. I can explode for 4. No, chat, I don't want to explode for 4. This one can't go face, in case you're wondering. Dai, come on! Wilderness Wreck. Ah, fanculo. Va bene, pass. I don't want to. I just cycled the Kitcher Trio. What do you do? What do you do? What's that? What's that mana? 6? Okay. 6 mana like that? You explode? For what? For 2? For 4? Che sta a fa opponente? Again? Madonna mia, there's a mosquito somewhere in this room because it beat me. It beat me all, my legs. Vaffanculo, vaffanculo. Magma Quake for 6. Bella storia. Alright, let's just cycle to see if I got a gust. Gust. Ma no, come mai tappato? Vabbè. Thank God it didn't get gust. Our resolves. Does my opponent have the card? I mean, I'm just Uruing again here, right? What can go wrong? Must be nice to play Uru. Behind me. Boar hearts or mosquito repellent? Alright, you think I should bring the boar hat out? It's in the closet. It's been a while it's been a while, chat, that I have used my boar hat. It's been a while that I've used my boar hat. I'll leave it here. Maybe Mosquito will beat the boar hat. Va bene, dai, let's pass the turn here. Italy is the Amazon? Do we want to do something? No, right? Fitta tutta sta merda qua, vai. Mamma mia, guarda qua. I mean, it's just that they're not like the mosquitoes here are very light. Like you maybe scratch for like few minutes and then you don't scratch anymore. It's just it's light. Although I believe that it's around here because when I woke up I didn't have any. Where's that? Amazon is Australia. Hello, Ace. Yeah, we're ranking up very high. I haven't really lost in a while. Alright, in the meanwhile, I killed something. I don't know what it is, though. Explode for 4 on that? Ma che palle. 3 mana left? Sure. End of turn on Magma Quake. They have 3 mana, hopefully they pick up a fight over that, and then I untap and explode them. Ma va là, davvero? Come on, top land. Last zone, perfect. Wow, I win the game. I mean, I was very ahead this game, don't get me wrong. It's just that I'm surprised. I don't even know why I'm surprised. I was always winning this game. It's just that, I don't know, like, things happen and I felt like I was losing all of a sudden. Quanto c'ho? 4, 3, 7. Oh, opponent's on 10. Wait a sec. Opponent's on 10. They gain life. Alright then, I'm not winning anymore. Alright. Let's restart here. Allora, 4, 3, 8. So I can explode for 4 to draw an explode. To draw. This was actually an emotional roller coaster. I agree. All right, what if we explode for? 6. I think it's good. Oh, Kamadoska. If I had explode for less, then maybe I would have won this game. Alright, now I'll go Castle of Ventress. Growth Spiral. And now I have 7 cards in hand, and I pass the turn. I have currently 4, 8, 12, 13. I have 13 mana. Let's see what'll happen next turn. I don't think I die to Explosion here, unless they have like a million Reclamation. Yeah, sure. I think it was fine to tap out. I don't know, maybe I was supposed to play this deck game differently. I was just looking for mosquitoes. And there's a constant, by the way, in these games. The fiddle of that is really inefficient. Like, it really doesn't do... I don't know. Maybe it's fine, but, like... I don't think it's the main when a game ends. Yeah, someone's turning the corner. I mean, opponent's definitely turning the corner here with this life gain. Reclamation was the next card. You think so? Oh yeah, never going to discard is just... I mean, going to discard is just the evil. It's just like, there's no... Like, there doesn't exist a worse thing in the game than going to discard. I literally lose a game rather than going to discard. Alright, opponent has 4 cards in it. Sorry, 4 lands left. Nah, my bad. It's like, wow, we win this game, chat. How can we ever lose this game? Sorry, I'm just a little silent because I really don't want to mess this up this time. I still can't bring back Ur, unfortunately. It's actually unfortunate. You want to stop out? Oh, there's not tapped out. Why do you have to say that if it's not true? I don't understand. Do I want to cycle Triome? Sure. But I finally, I actually, I don't need to, yeah, I don't need to cycle the Triome now. So I'll go next. End of turn. QQ. Resolve. Alright. How much time? I just QQ again. Resolve. And now what's gonna happen is I explode them for Exacties. If they gust, I can Triome draw the explosion again. Although it must not be for Exacties the next time. Alright, so I will explode for Exacties here. They're in 10. They can't gain any life, so I'll explode for Exacties. No, Magma Quake doesn't deal damage to players. Alright, good game. Oof. This game was tough. This game was... I mean, every game I've played since I started the stream are very difficult. Like, that's just it. Like, you can't just say, oh, boring, blah, blah, blah. I'm a Papega gamer. I play mono green. But this game was just tough, and that's what Magic is sometimes. Now, we just board in all the counter Magic, the Typhoons. That's it. Alright, now we go. I think actually Paul they were dead to my explosion. I think they were just dead to my explosion, that's it. Alright. So I just went for the kill, because I already wasted too many turns, I think, dirtling around. Let's go. Now that there's Explore on top of Growth Spiral, I believe that having turn 1 Dispute is not as good as it is in Standard. Because if you like shock land instead of playing a tap land in this case, and they go Explore, it's very bad. Yeah, now I think that's oh, Or you know what? You know what? I'm just going to go Growth Spiral now. And I think I will Shock here, because that could have Ura on top of Growth Spiral. I take Ura out. Usually the game post sideboard isn't about Ura. It's just about like who wins the counter on Reclamation. Although I'm talking about in Standard, on behalf of my Standard testing. I don't know too much about Historic Field of the Dead. Sorry, Historic Reclamation, alright? But earlier I sideboarded like this, and I won, so I'm just sticking to that. Why is Father to not good in Reclamation? I just think that it's not really about what this deck is trying to achieve. This deck tries to achieve the combo. It doesn't, like, I've played against that deck earlier. I still haven't lost a game to the Field of the Dead. I just lost a game to, like, Reclamation. I don't know, maybe it is good, but I just, you know, it has been, so far it hasn't been good. Yeah, Search for Count is nice, although I only play one, maybe I should play more. I don't think it's risky to board up Quakes. I mean, maybe it is, and I'm losing it because of that, but I don't know. So opponent already has a lot of zombos here. It's quite early and they already have zombos. The thing is that I'm looking for Explosion. If I find a... Sorry, Explosion. Alright, here, I'll do this for 4. Hopefully this works. They cannot explode this shark. I said I was looking for Reclamation, but I guess I'll accept an Explosion. I have now 6 cards, so there's a Search already flipping here. I can do some upkeep thing in order to flip the Search, guaranteed, but I doubt it. I doubt I will. I'll just see the top card. That was pretty big that I didn't. Alright, this is flipping. Reclamation? Yeah, not drawing Reclamation is bad here. I think I'm just exploding for 4, making a line drop and say go here, yeah. Just not going to discard is very important. Alright. Now I have the Reclamation. I'm missing the Explosion. It's not correct, no. I don't know, Yoshi. I don't have standings on those things. Probably the event with more money. Who's the event with more money? The more money always attracts more people. That's just the nature of the world. PT Finals is just an event. It awards very little money. I believe that also Mythic Invitational awards very little money. Maybe slightly more. Sure. This zombies these zombies are winning the game. Like, do you remember when I told you that they aren't winning? Now they are winning. Also because I boarded out. I boarded out what I was supposed to keep it in. So yeah, that's fine. Now I lose the game because of that. Yeah, definitely. I'm not dead yet, so I'm just keep on fighting here. I definitely have to resolve this Reclamation. Oh wait, do they have a dispute? No, they just decided not to tap 3 mana. I love that. Alright, Reclamation in. Now I'll definitely play a tap land because I don't have lands to do basically anything. Then I add this for mana, resolve, and then I activate Search. I think I'm getting Reclamation, just need to top deck Explosion and win in 1 game, in 1 turn. I'm not dead on board, so it should be okay here. I'll make this slightly bigger just to... Quanto faccio? 3-3? I just actually do 2-2. Actually, no, 3-3. Aspetta un attimo. 2-3 and leave mana. I'll just do 2-2. No, I'll do 3-3, yeah. No, Tutu is better. Opponent will definitely reanimate Uro and I go Ghost. Actually, I'll do Tutu. I don't think it matters if my thing survives. The PT starts at 6 p.m., so I have a lot of time to eat. It's a very bad time for me, but unfortunately, there are not many a better option. I will go to... I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. It's tomorrow, maybe. Usually on Saturday afternoon, we do have some, like... I don't know, either family lunch or something cool. Explosion for 1? Ah, Cabal, yeah, alright. Yeah, that's rough, but whatever. Now, if I draw... I'm not dead yet, right? Yeah, I just find explosion with this. Do I have 28 mana? Maybe. Aspetta un attimo. Alright. So I don't shuffle here. Alright, I just need to find the explosion, that's it. Explosion? Alright, let's game. Let's go to game 3. Let's stick by no magma quakes. Let's stick by my no magma quakes. What is good time for you? 9 a.m. 9 a.m. is very good time for me. I'm very much awake at 9 a.m. And I stay awake until, 1 or 2 p.m. Starting the tournament on 6 p.m. is very bad. I definitely get very tired in the end. But unfortunately, there's just, if I was on the East Coast, West Coast, I would be very happy. So it is what it is. Magic of the Wizards of the Coast has a base in Seattle, so it's very reasonable that they have good timing for them. Alright. Maybe Shock Typhoon is just not good in this matchup, as I thought. Oh, you're right. Reclamation on top of Excanta. Yeah, that's actually why I played in the deck. I forgot about it. Thank you, 0-0. Yeah. I was not dead on board. Thank you. I don't know why I didn't think about it. That's funny, because I did that plenty of time. I mean, this is what it is. Mind sometimes just forgets about things that you do all the time. I am going to cast Gross Spiral here. And I'll probably be bluffing a Mystical Dispute. Will you be drinking Red Bull? No, I don't drink Red Bull. I drink Red Bull, at the invitation, I drank a lot of Red Bull. It was... that was like, Red Bull was sponsoring the event, there was like a million Red Bull, and I just can't resist free things. So I drank like, I don't know, a million Red Bull. I just drink coffee, but like, it's just different, because you feel that, when you're not awake because of that, or you're awake because of like your own energy. Va bene. I could Gross Spiral now, right? Yeah, I'll Gross Spiral now. Play this top, your turn. I think I'll gust this. So now they can punish me with Reclamation, sure. But I just don't want them to ramp up mana, and I have a gust for the Reclamation. So it's not a big deal. As for some decks you played on stream but couldn't post article about. What did you ask, Kiori? Sorry, what did you ask, Kiori? I'll follow you. Everything I do on stream is public. Actually, yeah, that's what streaming means. Alright, anyway, Ura's on the stack. I think I just don't want to let it resolve, right? Good morning, people. Good morning, people. 10 months in a row. Thank you very much. Hope you're enjoying this Temur Rekmir match. If you are not, I understand you. I decided to let that Ura resolves. I could have copied Explosion. I decided not to. Sorry, Dispute, I mean. Just because I wanted to go... I enjoyed the next you played. Nice. Thanks, people. Opponent is very far away from casting Dispute. I just pass the turn here. I don't want to cast an Explosion for 2 only. And I have a Shark Typhoon end of turn, which is very strong here. How is it going, people? It's been a while we don't see each other. Hey, Andrea, repeat your final testing. No, I'm playing Historic. I don't really play Standard much anymore. I think Historic is, I don't know, it's a little better. It's just more deck variety, and it's interesting. Opponent can go Shark for 3 and eat my Shark. Other than that, I can kill that Shark. How do you guys see that line? I think it's a good line. I can get blown out by Reclamation Explosion, but my opponent's being mana screwed. And yeah, I think I'm risking it. I think I'm risking it here. I think I'm risking it. I'll love a good old risk. I think this is a high risk, high reward play. Alright. You go to 11, I draw 3 cards. Your turn, opponent. A lot of work? Okay, that's great. That's great. Ma che cazzo dici? Ma che è? Alright, chat, if you're in the chat, plan. This card is very bad in this match. I just do this now, just aspetta un attimo, is my opponent dead on board? C'ho 4, 8, 10. No, this card is reach. Alright, yeah, never mind. Thalia decks? No, I don't know, maybe, it could be. Our Confidant was already Mythic rare. Wasn't it? Good game. Alright, top 10, 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 top 10. Top 10, cazzo. Top 10, dai. Top 10. Top 10. Top 10. Top 10. Sì, cazzo! This is so long ago that I was so high. So long ago. I love this. I'm so excited about this. I haven't been so excited about a Magic result since December Mythic Invitational 7, porca puttana. Fuck old Twitter. I'm so happy.